going to tie a wee Lough fly attractor pattern. Now, this wee fly should work in still waters as well, you know, the smaller still waters as well as the loughs. So I'm just going to show you how to put it together. Nice and simple. The hook and the vise is a Amazon B175 size 10. Tie these down to a size 12, maybe even a 14, and just reduce some of the materials on the hook. The thread we're going to use is the Uni Thread 801 red. So we're just going to come in and get the thread started just behind the eye of the hook. We're just going to run our thread down until we're past the point of the hook, and then come in and trim away the waist tag of thread. The tail on the fly is golden pheasant red breast feather fibres. Just take away all the rubbish from the bottom. I'll just bring out all the stem, the fibres from the stem. Now what you could do here is as well, you see the tips of the hackle? You could tie that in as the tail. Now for me, it's just a wee bit too straight, it's like a paintbrush. So I like to see a wee bit of some sort of taper in the tail. So I'm just taking a couple of pinches of the red breast feather fibres. That there's got just a wee bit more slight taper to the tail. But you can use it, the tips. Now you want the tail probably roughly the length of the shank of the hook over the back. And then I'm just going to come down with a couple of securing turns just until I'm down in line with the barb of the hook. Then you can come in and trim this right about the length of the body. Now the rib we're going to use is the Copper Brown Ultra Wire by UTC. Now you don't have to use Copper Brown, you could use gold. It's just that I do love the Ultra Wires, they're great colour range in them. Just get this out of the spool for us. Break a length off. Then I'm just going to offer this up to the hook, roughly the same length as the cut ends of our tail fibres. The body is going to be a Mallard tinsel. I'm going to use the Uni Mallard silver and gold in size 10. Want the gold side, so I'm just going to offer this up with the silver side facing myself here. Excuse my dog barking. And then I'm just going to run the thread up, tying these materials in. Now you just want to take your time because you don't want any lumps and bumps in your tinsel body, because it'll stand out like a sore thumb. Just take your time working your thread up to there. Just a wee fibre I've missed, just take it away. Then we can bring up our Mallard. Now you can put some super glue on here if you want, it's up to you. We're just looking overlapping turns of the Mallard tinsel up the body, fill it around with your thread. A couple of turns will secure that in. Come in and trim away the excess. Then we can bring up our Copper Brown wire, and you're looking 4 turns of the Copper Brown wire up the body. Follow it around with your thread. I like to bring the wire at times, tie it in right to the eye, because that's what's holding the whole fly together, is the rib. Then you can bend and break away the wire. Bring my thread back up into position. The hackle, this is just a fluorescent yellow Chinese cock hackle. So I'm just going to get a nice hackle off here. Just going to stroke the fibres back to reveal the tip. Offer the tip of the hackle up to the hook, come round with a turn, another turn to secure, fold back the tip, and bring your thread back up over the tip and the hackle. Then you can come in, locate the tip. Doesn't want to break away today, just come in and trim it, and then just stroke the fibres back, and you're looking 1 turn in front of the other. The turns of hackle here, guys, I know I say it all the time, it's probably like a broken record, but the turns are up to you. It's how much fibre you want to see on your fly. It also depends on the quality of the hackle that you're winding. Now, that's going to be enough for me there, so I'm going to follow it around with my thread. A couple of tight turns in. Come in, trim away the stem of the hackle. Anything that wants to go forward, fold it back, the thread to the eye. Back up tight against the hackle. Now at this point, I'm going to come in with some more golden pheasant breast feather fibres. Now you could use a smaller hackle and wind it round. You can do that if you wish. It's up to you. Now, just going to take a small pinch of the golden pheasant fibres. I'm just going to offer these in underneath as a wee throat. Hold them in underneath, pinch and loop up the way, around with a couple of turns. Now, just like to spin it around, and you can fan it out with your thumbnail, and then you can tighten up, push your thread out of the way with your other hand, come in and collect the fibres. Nice pair of sharp scissors, trim the excess. Now, just going to bring the thread to the eye again. Just get a base down here for the wing. Now the wing on the fly is bronze mallard. It's the wee feather there. So strip away what you don't need. Bring out what you would like to see in your wing. Tear it away. And then just fold this in on itself twice. And that's the wee fibre there. Now the wing can be as long or short as you like, it's up to you. Just going to offer mine up to the hook. Some guys have asked me recently, just why I'm telling this wee fly to explain. There's guys that I know that I've been out fishing with that have their wing this long. There's other guys that have their wing really short. It's just really a personal preference. I don't believe there's any right and wrong in putting on a bronze mallard wing, because you see, once you start casting this and catching fish, the wing's just going to go out of shape anyway. It's not going to matter. Now if you were tanning it for a picture, that would be a different kettle of fish. So just offering it up to the hook. I'm happy enough with that as a wing for a fishing fly. Just come in, lift the bronze mallard. Good pair of sharp scissors here. That's what you need when you're trimming bronze mallard, because the fibres it's a thick material. Just hold your wing, bring your thread to the eye, and just simply build up your head. Just up over the cut ends. Nice and tight with the thread turns here. Right the whole way right up. And just take your time. You're in no rush. Just remember that, folks. You're never in any rush to tie flies. Just want to make sure that the fly stays together and doesn't fall to pieces. Now the wing's sitting a wee bit high, but once that's had a swim, that'll be grand. Just going to come in, throw in a whip finish, pull the thread nice and tight, come in, trim away your tan thread, get the wee wing so you can see it, and then I'm just going to come in and get a wee drop of clear varnish, a wee bit too much, and just right the whole way right round the head. Now you come in with super glue the head as well. These it's just I tend to use varnish on my trout flies, super glue mainly on the salmon flies. Now just always got a bit of waste wire somewhere, but here just clean out your eye. Always make sure your eye's cleaned out on your hook before you let it dry and put it in your box. So there you go, guys. That's just a simple attractor pattern. Good wee fly for the loughs. So pair a few of those up, as always, and I genuinely mean this. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the wee channel out, helps the wee channel grow. Also helps me to bring you more videos, because I really do enjoy doing this for you. If you haven't already subscribed, please think about that. And until next time guys, stay safe and take lines.